Hi, I'm Laverne Cox, and you're watching Out at the Center.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Take your time. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it right. Come on, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it.
In 1969, LGBT youth in New York came together to organize and create a safe space for people their own age. Gay and Lesbian Youth of New York, or GLINNY, continued as a youth-run organization for youth until the early 2000s. Recently, a group of alumni have formed GLINNY again and started a scholarship program to give back to youth today.
It was a week shy of my 18th birthday, and I had gone to an anti-war demonstration. And behind me there was these two guys holding a big sign saying, "Gay Youth." And I turned around and I looked at one of them and I said, "Where have you been all my life?" And I showed up at the very next Sunday, and I was still nervous and I was kind of shy. I didn't talk much during the meeting, and because I wanted to listen to these people. I wanted to sort of get a sense, okay, how do they live? What do they do? What do they like? Am I going to be happy? Is there anybody cute here? Can I date that one? And it was really interesting to sort of see how everybody interacted and came together because of feelings of ostracism due to sexuality, and where, of course, because of class or race, things broke down. One of the things that we did in Gay Youth is we went out and we leafleted high schools and we leafleted colleges, and sometimes we were invited in to talk in high schools. And this helped seed the next group of people, so that by the time I was long gone, and it was the early 80s, there had been really a strong group that, even though it constantly turned over, there was a nucleus that kept it going.
Every Saturday, whether I was here and whether I was away on vacation, I mean, my body clock was set in my heart to be here at Saturday at 3 o'clock.
We would have two co-facilitators, and the co-facilitators would set an agenda for the meeting. Everyone would get together in a circle, and in that circle, we would go around and take our time and introduce ourselves.
The groups at certain times would go up to like 60 young people at a time. So some folks would be sitting on the floor, but you always held the circle so that you could always see everyone, and everyone had an equal space and an equal voice in the room. We had an acronym for our ground rules, which was CRABS, so confidentiality, respect, attentiveness, being open, and being sensitive. So these were the guidelines that we sort of established for ourselves to be able to have a safe discussion space in that room.
People would sit down, they'd help each other with homework, they'd help each other with coming out stories, they'd help each other with dealing with their family, with dealing with their friends, dealing with their new boyfriends and girlfriends.
I knew somebody who worked for the AIDS hotline, and I brought in that group, and they came in and, you know, put condoms on bananas and showed us like how to use dental dam, which I had never heard of before. For somebody who grew up in the 80s, somebody who was a teenager in the 80s, I've known very few people that are HIV positive, and I think that has to do with all the education that we had.
In my generation, for GLINNY, we had Youthquake, a rising tremor from lesbian and gay youth. And we came out with a couple of issues of that. We distributed it all throughout the lesbian gay community. We sent copies of it all across the United States. As a group, GLINNY participated in the first March on Washington in 1987. We participated in every gay pride from 1970 onward.
We held dances, so it was really important for young people to get together in an alcohol-free space, in a space that's strictly for young people and didn't have old people trying to hit on you. And those dances turned out at least 300 people every time. We tried to hold one every 2 months just so that we had a way to celebrate each other and have fun.
GLINNY again was brought together from all the various iterants, from Gay Youth, the founders of Gay Youth, from August of 1969, all the way through by GLITNY, which lasted through early 2000.
GLINNY again really emerged out of alumni just trying to find each other.
So it was decided that we would have a reunion event.
To see all these people that I never thought or perhaps maybe didn't know if I would ever see again, it was wonderful to see them.
All of them spoke really eloquently at the reunion about how important it is to us that we actually help younger people today.
They decided to pass around a hat to say, if everybody in this room puts in $5, we could have a pretty significant scholarship for an LGBT young person.
We'd like to focus on somebody who is in need, currently enrolled in college, or has been accepted to a college or trade school.
You can come out and be young and gay and then grow up and have a very successful, happy life and live the dream that you had for yourself.
And that's all for this excerpt from Out at the Center. If you want to see the full show, check it out on our website at gaycenter.org/out. Until next time, I'm Laverne Cox. Thanks for watching, and stay in the love.